Welcome everybody to the Latin Nerds Network. My name is Jose and this is my review for Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. Strange title to a strange and interesting film here by Gore Verbinski, who he hasn't done a film in 10 years. Those who are unfamiliar with him, I get why you are. He hasn't done anything really of note since Pirates of the Caribbean. You know, back in the day, he did that trilogy. He did The Ring a little before that. So he's done some big films, but he's been out of the limelight for a long time now, and it's good to see him come back, and particularly a movie like this, because you know we hear in Hollywood and people complain about movies, the lack of originality, uniqueness of films. A lot of it's just rehashing, reboots, and that's a fair assessment of what's going on. But there are a lot of good original films. They're just not promoted very highly, and this is going to be one of them. A lot of people probably don't know what this movie is. Probably won't go see it, which is unfortunate because I really enjoyed this film. It's wild, man. This is a wild film. We have Sam Rockwell, who is from the future, and he travels back in time to save the world from AI essentially. So this movie does talk about dangers of technology and where we're kind of headed, which we've seen a lot. This movie, the packaging is unique and original. The ideas it uses for the presentation of it, we've seen before, right? We've seen AI and things taking over. Matrix as an example, Terminator. You know, the list goes on and on and on. And it takes a lot of elements from the other things that I see, even like Black Mirror. Several elements from Black Mirror stories that I've seen as an example. So, but again, takes these ideas and packages them in a way which is unique, exciting, refreshing. It's a very kinetic, fast-paced movie. And Sam Rockwell is great, full of energy, which it fits this movie perfectly. But yeah, so he kind of time travels back from where he's from. He wants to stop the AI from destroying the world, if you will, so to speak. And he ends up in a diner, and he has to choose from 7 or 8 individuals from a packed diner to help him, against crusade against AI to complete a mission which he's been tasked, which could change, of course, change the course of humanity. But he's done it so many times because he keeps failing, and this is almost like a little Groundhog Day element. Not they don't show the same scenes over and over again. He just kind of mentions that he's gone back so many times, and he knows everyone in the diner. He has to choose different combinations because one of these combinations of people that he chooses will eventually be right. And he's done it about 117 times, and he's hoping that this is the time which he chooses the right people to go help him save the world. And that's where kind of the movie begins, and it goes off from there. It's a lot of non-linear elements. There's a lot of backstories to some of the characters that go along for the ride, including Michael Pena, Zaza Beetz, for example. Yeah, and tell you, I love the premise. I love good, nice, well thought out ideas, and it makes sense with AI and what's going on now with AI kind of embedding itself in almost everything in society these days, and it's going to continue to do that, and way after my time, that's for sure. So I like the idea, I like the premise. Again, not completely original in terms of the elements that it uses, but it uses them well. Now this movie is funny, it's quirky, it can get very weird. This movie is not for everybody, and that much I know. Particularly the ending, which I kind of enjoyed the ending. I like what it gave us. I was like, okay, that's cool, creative. Wasn't quite expecting it to a certain degree. Now, some things are predictable, including this one reveal that it has. Of course, some elements are like, okay, they didn't quite make sense. Or the couple plot devices in there, the usual kind of tropes. It didn't bother me that much because I was having such a good time and enjoying the ride, and a lot of turns this movie took. And then, Sam Rockwell was so entertaining in this. And like I said, I'm a big time travel movie kind of guy, so I enjoy this kind of thing. It does even reference Groundhog Day early on, kind of, so it's very self-aware of the premise of it. But like I said, overall, I thought it was very enjoyable, very smart at times, can be a little bit convoluted and confusing, and I get it. Again, it's not going to be meant for everybody, but I like the approach that it took. I like some of the non-linear storytelling with giving us backstory, some of these characters. I like that a lot. Like I said, overall, just a good time, entertaining time. It's not going to change the world. It's not going to be an instant classic, nothing like that. But if you want something new, something different, something unique, because y'all are crying about how there's nothing new, unique out there, then go see this movie. Not many people are, so everyone says they want to see this original. Liars, all lies, because all the movies that make money are the non-original ones. So I'm pleading you guys, you want something new, unique, interesting, this is one I think you guys are going to enjoy. Again, not for everybody, but if you're into something a little bit quirky, a little bit more creative on the creative side, something different, this is the movie for you. So you guys are going to check this one out. Please comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Of course, if you haven't done so already, subscribe below and free money to go to the movies and talk about afterwards. See you guys next time.